What's going on YouTube? This is SCL0320. I am back at it again for another TV review of the show Gotham. I'm sorry. I keep on slacking on y'all. It's been a busy week for me. I've had to work double overtime. I've had to cater to family. My mother is actually here in the other room. She's come back up all the way from North Carolina. So, I mean, look, this is family time. This is the time of Thanksgiving. So happy belated Thanksgiving to everybody out there. Anyway, so I'm gonna read a synopsis of the new episode. So hopefully it doesn't leave any spoilers. I don't know, IMDb's been slacking lately. Okay, here goes. Assassins attack the Wayne Manor to try to kill Selina. So huge spoiler. Causing her and Bruce to go on the run. While Harvey and Alfred try to find the kids, Gordon tries to track down the man he believes is behind the attack, Dick Lovecraft. Okay, so the name of this episode is Lovecraft. Now, going into the episode from the jump, thinking about last week's episode when I saw kind of like Harvey Dent kind of losing it and like bringing fear to Lovecraft, I was thinking that Lovecraft is not the person that's all behind this because he wouldn't punk like that. But then at the same time, I knew that Harvey had some stuff in him. But I knew that he claimed that he was not going to implicate the kids or Gordon, and he didn't even know about who the kid was that had it. So I mean, the fact that this happened, it was just like a whole turn of events. But the thing that I love about this episode was the fact that the interaction of Selina and Bruce, because in the beginning of the episode you got Selina and Bruce there going and running amok. I think one of the first shots was them kind of like doing a tight walk kind of thing, and that was kind of a small nudge to Dick Grayson and his family. But Selina, she's got it. Like, she's got perfect balance, perfect form, and she's kind of teaching Bruce, like, suck it in. She's like, is that better? And like she's like, I don't understand why you're trying to train yourself, you know. But there was so many subtle differences with their performance than there was last week. Last week she was kind of getting a feel of who he was, and she's been watching him and catering to him. But she's kind of noticing that he's got some serious stuff in him. I think there was a scene that happened, middle of the scene, where Batman, I'm not gonna call Batman, where Bruce for the first time makes his first leap over a rooftop. And it's just a beautiful scene because how it happens is when he's trying to catch up to Selina, and Selina is like, look, I'm too dangerous to be around, I'm not a good person. Because Bruce's concept of her is that she's a good person, but she doesn't do good things in a sense, you know. And I mean, she notices this guy. He literally sizes her up from the top to the bottom, even though he has no street sense at all. And for him to make jump, it just overexerted any kind of feelings that she might have had for him. So it's just so interesting to see their dynamics back and forth already. But the fact that Selina, she's got street smarts. She's trying to show him that, look, you're a good person. And that's not what it's going to take to live, let alone survive in Gotham. You have to be gritty, you have to be tough, you have to be this. And he's learning from her. He's learning how to be the griffy and gruff version of Batman that we know. But of course, that's going to be part of his persona, not necessarily to the definition of Bruce Wayne. So it's like, you see both sides. You see like Bruce slowly dissipating away as though the person that we know he has the capacity of being like a kid that makes it through this. But because of the tragedy of happened, we all know he's going to become Batman. The other side of this whole entire thing, you've got Penguin. And I think Falcone met with Penguin in the beginning because he's upset about the money getting exploded. And he was asking him, like, why did this happen? Like, how dare you do this? And this, you find out that Falcone's got some stuff in him. We haven't seen Falcone like lose it, but in this episode, like, you see how seriously twisted and dangerous he is. Like, I think somebody had like, oh, that's right, they had found out that something had happened with the money and somebody should have been watching guard a little bit better, and he just kills him. And the dude's head is like stuck in the soup, and he was telling everybody there, including Jada Pinkett's character, Fish Mooney, like, look, we're gonna eat together because we're family, we trust each other, right? And then he taxed him. I was like, this dude is something serious. But the thing that I loved about this is that Penguin is always scheming and plotting. Like, I think that when they had the confrontation and kind of Penguin made it out of it alive, talking with Falcone and letting him know he's gonna find out who's the mole or who's the person that's doing it. We already know that it's Liza, the character that Jada's character like groomed and made to be a weapon, you know, for her. Penguin knows this. And I mean, even last episode, you saw that he found the fragrance. He knows it's connected with fish. Like, even his bodyguard was like, why not just out him right now? And he's like, no, she's a time bomb. I'm just gonna wait for this time bomb to explode first before we do anything. And so I was like, this is really awesome. But this is the meat of this episode. And I don't have a lot of time because my battery is dying. But Alfred is amazing. Alfred can not only defend himself, but this dude is vicious. He stood up. He was out of his element in this time, but he was in his element. Like, I forget the fact that if they're going off of the Silver Age, Golden Age, or Earth 2 or whatnot, I think that they're trying to go for is the Alfred that was part of the British Secret Service or that was military base / actor. I think they're merging the two together, and I can see, like, when he was talking with Fish for a certain point, and he was trying to ask her for help, I think one of the first things that happened is that her bodyguard, I forgot the guy's name, the bigger guy, he had tried to threaten the big guy. And he's like, you threatening me? Threatening me? Put him down, stuck a knife to his neck. He said, yes, I am. And I was like, what? But I mean, even in the beginning of the first part of the episode, when Alfred is defending himself with the firearm and hand-to-hand combat, I was like, this is the man that's going to be training the man that we know that's Batman. And it's just epic to see that he will do anything and everything to bring this boy back. And I'm not going to tell y'all the end of it, but he comes up into his own. Like, and you seeing, like, even Harvey Bullock, he partners with him and letting him know different things, and they interrogated somebody, and Alfred, just the way he handles everything, it's just beautiful. And it's like this guy needs to be the one on the street, like, taking out stuff. He needs to be a cop. Like, if they brought him around, they might be better off, you know. So I mean, hopefully we get to see a lot more of the action-packed version of Alfred. I mean, it's in his prime right now, as far as I'm concerned. It's just epic to see. The villain of this one, a lot of people don't know that the depiction of the character is being played by, what's the name of the person? I don't see her name in this. But the person she's supposed to be playing, the assassin, is actually Copperhead. It's the female version of Copperhead. If any of y'all looked at the Batman Arkham, the last one that came out, that was a female version of Copperhead. Usually it is actual guy, but in this one they wanted to add it as a girl, so that's why a lot of people can kind of understand and see it. One of the things that I loved about this was the fact that she moved like Catwoman would move. Because in this one, in the original edition, she didn't have like a tail or anything, but I was like, man, she's after Selina Kyle, but yet she's moving like how Catwoman's supposed to be. So I was like, is she going to be part of the reason, or part of the training for Catwoman later on? I don't know. We'll see. But spoiler, she doesn't die. Anyway, one of the things I didn't like about this episode was the fact that Sarah Erson, or the police chief, was not in this episode. When something happens to Gordon by the end of the episode, she was not present there. It made no sense as far as the episode is concerned. Not just that, one of the things that happened really big about last episode was what happened with Barbara. That wasn't addressed in this episode. Like, I was like feeling like they left out pieces of stuff. Even like with Enigma, like now he kind of in a suit. He looks like a lot like more structured after everything that kind of happened. Like, they don't go into the stuff that they had already been developing. I think that they might be pushing it out to wait till next season, which is fine. I'm not talking about next season. I mean, this is the mid-season finale. I think that's what it was. Unless this is a new episode coming out. I'm not sure. But either way, I felt like they let go of stuff. I was like, what's supposed to happen next, you know? And even with Alfred, like, I was like, I wanted to see more. But it was all about him and his relationship with Bruce, and then Bruce's relationship with Catwoman. And it was just a beautiful sight to see. It's a really good episode. I'd have to give it an 8.5, not an 8 out of 10, just because I felt like there's a lot more they could have added. And it didn't make sense, some of the storyline plot points with Barbara, and then with the police chief, why she wasn't present and why Barbara wasn't present. I felt like just left them out to left them out. Anyway, I really did enjoy this episode, and hopefully y'all enjoy my review. Only reason I'm going really fast because my battery is technically dead. So this is SEL0320 signing out. Y'all have a blessed evening, blessed night, and I hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving, and look for more videos of mine to come, hopefully on Monday when Gotham actually comes out. If it's a new episode, if it's not, I'm going to be doing a review that day of. I promise. Later, everybody. Y'all have a great one. Deuces.